at Sunshine, we've always been gender neutral or gender blind, as it were. So when this whole COVID thing came about, our approach didn't change that much. It was a more people-centric approach that we always adopted. So from caring for our people, guiding them through a very uncertain time were things that we were looking to achieve. And like you very rightly said, it was all about transforming business. I mean, we never knew what to anticipate. None of us knew that it would take this long. We had not in our lifetime seen this kind of thing before. So you could have imagined the turmoil. And predominantly Sunshine is in essential services. So we operate in healthcare, we also operate in consumer, and we operate in agri. All very important sectors. We started figuring out that, in this environment of such uncertainty, obviously we had to start looking at it from a holistic perspective. And then we fell back to what we were very good at doing, because if you take a product launch, we look at it holistically, right? If you take a kind of project you're trying to execute, it's a holistic approach. So then we thought people, human beings, well-being, welfare, why can't all of this also be holistic? So that is something that prompted us to look at, this 360 perspective of how we can do things. It is important to Sunshine because at the end of the day, we are in a people business, right? We all are. What would our products be if not backed by our people? So obviously it is important to create an experience for our employees that is something that they'd want to have, and that is something that we would want to give them as well. So when it comes to our purpose is to bring good things to life, right? And when you talk about a pandemic and when you talk about healthcare, I mean, we had to rise to that particular challenge. So rising to the challenge meant mobilizing and transforming our people, to give them the courage to know that we are there behind them, and probably they are very much with them. So, it was not an uncommon sight to see the very senior management also on the shop floor. What we mean by a holistic approach is an approach that consists of not only taking care of the physical need of the person, but also the mental needs of the person, the other needs like career needs, for example, the need for something as basic as security, and something that is actually stable. How do we create that environment? So the first element of this whole thing was actually centered around communication and trying to shed light into what all this was about. It was about inspiring people by telling them that, reinforcing the fact that they were actually doing something for the people. There was a huge higher purpose in why we were doing our work. We had to make our country healthier. We had to help the country to get out of this. We started looking at how do we make a safer environment for the people. We started looking at how can we have female role models. And we started looking at when we promote, when we recruit, do we actually look at gender at all? And the answer to that is we were very gender neutral. In fact, we would try to see how we can resource or bring in females. So like I said, it's a case of the creation of that safe work environment. It's a creation also of an understanding working environment that helps a woman to come to work. We're planning loads more in this area of trying to get females in. For example, we hired country managers for our medical devices sector, female. So having females like that coming into the workforce in senior roles helps others also to gain a level of comfort and actually come into it. So that's something that we've done. In order to commemorate Women's Day, we're planning on launching a whole, package of things that I believe would help the female come to work.